income tax, right? Or income tax. So income tax, the business or the company needs to pay tax. They need to pay tax to SARS, right? Because they are a separate legal entity, and because they are a separate legal entity, they need to pay SARS over to, and they need to pay tax to SARS, right? So now, how do we understand this for accounting and for our exams, right? One thing that we need to understand is that what happens during the year, right? So during the year, what happens is that there are provisional tax payments. Provisional tax payments. So what are provisional tax payments? Provisional tax payments are just payments of tax that are made during the year, right? So we have how many provisional tax payments? We have two provisional tax payments, right? So remember that during the year, the company doesn't really know how much they owe SARS, because SARS concludes what the company owes to them right at the end of the year. Remember, income tax is calculated based on the profits of the company, and it's based on the profits of the company at the end of the year, right? So because as a company we do not know how much we are owing to SARS, we will only know about it at the end of the year. What the company does is that they make estimates, right? They estimate how much they think they will owe SARS. So these two provisional payments that they make during the year are estimates of how much they think SARS will charge them, right? So the two provisional payments that are made during the year to SARS are estimates. The company is estimating that, okay, maybe SARS will charge us R1,000,000. So let's pay 500,000 first, and then we'll pay the 500,000 at the end of the year. And then those are the two provisional payments. And because this is an estimate, right? Remember I said SARS can charge you a certain amount at the end of the year, and you've been paying based on this estimate that you have been making during the year. Because this is an estimate, what does this mean? It can mean that we can overpay. That's the first possibility. Or the second possibility would mean that we can underpay SARS. So for example, let's say during the year we had estimated that SARS is going to charge us, or the first provisional payment that we paid was 500,000, right? It's an estimate. Then we paid a second provisional payment of another 500,000, because maybe we estimated that SARS is going to charge us R1,000,000. So in total, how much did we pay to SARS during the year? We've paid them R1,000,000. And remember, this is an estimate. It's what we think SARS is going to charge us. Remember, we don't know. We'll only know at the end of the year. But then the end of the year comes. End of the year comes. When the end of the year comes, SARS says, okay, you guys, your net profit is whatever, so we're going to charge you a tax of 1,500,000. So now this is what SARS says we owe them. So now can you see that I had estimated that SARS is going to charge me R1,000,000, and that's what I paid. But then at the end of the year, SARS actually charges me how much? 1,500,000. So now can you see that I need to pay SARS an extra 500,000 rands? Because I've only paid them how much? I've only paid them R1,000,000, and I'm supposed to pay them 1.5 million. So I need to go and pay SARS an extra 500,000. But it can also happen in reverse. It could also happen that I paid R1,000,000. I thought SARS was going to charge me R1,000,000, but then I went and but then SARS comes at the end of the year and they said that I owe them 900,000, right? Can you see that now? Because I owe them 900,000, who owes who? I've paid SARS way too much. I've paid them R1,000,000, but they're only charging me 900,000. So can you see now that SARS needs to pay me back that 100,000 extra that I paid? So I need to get back 100,000 rands back from SARS. So from this example, we can see that it's either SARS owes you or you owe SARS, right? And in the next video, we are going to be looking at an activity which will show you, if SARS owes you, what do you do with that? And when you owe SARS, what do you do with that?